Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel, She Weaves Wisdom. My name is Serena Nicole and I am tuning in to offer this pick a card reading just for a little bit of fun. I really felt to offer this guidance around the theme and the topic and the energy of what is your soul leading you into? So in my last collective or current energy read, a really big theme was around soul pilgrimage. And so I wanted to dive into that a little bit further and offer a pick a card around that topic. What is your soul's pilgrimage at this time? Where is your soul guiding you to go? So in a moment, I'll pull up 3 images. I just ask that you take a minute to really center yourself and see which image you're most drawn to at this time. I always encourage that you trust your own intuition and guidance. If it feels like it does not resonate with you, doesn't feel resonant in your body, in your being, then it may not be for you at this time, and that's okay. This is to empower you to confirm what you already know. This is not to take your power away of choice, discernment, and inner wisdom and guidance. All right, so here are the images. Which one are you most drawn to at this time? Image number 1, which is this image here. It's like a beautiful bath. Image number 2, this beautiful woman who's really soaking in those red rays. Or image number 3, there's a woman dancing in front of flames, big fire. So what is your soul guiding you to journey through at this time? Your soul's pilgrimage. All right, pile number 1, let's jump in. So if you were drawn to pile number 1, this is your reading on your soul's pilgrimage at this time. What is your soul's journey at this time? My setup is I'll just kind of pull the cards and then I'll read as I go. So you have got the Magic of Colleen Druith, Caution, Secrecy, Wary. Time Out, Awareness, Contemplation, Solitude, Time Alone. Elder, Move beyond ancestral patterns. Three of Cups, Four of Wands, Mother of Cups, Self-reflection, and Temple of the Rose, Ancient Power, Expression, Activation, Secret Codes. Scarlet Codes. Sorry. All right, give me a second. I actually just want to pull the image up. Just see what's here. Okay, so you were drawn to this image, the image of this luxury bath. So your soul's pilgrimage at this time, pile number 1. Just got to keep mindful there's rain happening. I'm just going to make sure it doesn't come through this window. There's a lot of encouragement of reflecting, of being in the energy of self-inquiry, self-reflection, coming in to deeper curiosity of self. I feel like there's been a lot of focus external to you, pile number one, a lot of paying attention to or focusing your energy externally in support of others, in interacting with others. It does feel like there's this part of you that really loves to be of support, to be of help. Your soul's pilgrimage at this time and what your soul's leading you towards is actually pulling your energy back in, focusing inward, focusing on self, and really tending to balancing your own energy. A lot of self-care practice, a lot of balance. It's balancing your, coming back into your feminine energy is what it feels like, really slowing down, regulating your nervous system in really nourishing ways. Yeah, it's kind of rewriting these patterns of ancestral, like excessive doing. And instead it's like really and like mothering others. That's what it is. It's like, where are you in the energy of mothering others, like really focusing on mothering others, and the invitation and what your soul is asking for you to do at this time is to actually mother yourself, to come back into self mothering. Yeah, self-holding, self-care, really it feels like this, like also this thread of privacy. You may be someone who loves to share really openly and transparently with people in your life, but it actually feels like this, your soul's kind of asking you to just kind of not, it's not to be like deceptive or lie, or it just feels like a pulling in, this really coming into listening more than speaking, and holding your experience and what you're moving through as sacred to yourself in this moment. It's being really yeah, it just feels so tender. It feels like nurturing yourself. It feels like really being there for yourself at this time. That's the main guidance. Your soul is asking for you to focus on mothering, tending to, and nurturing yourself at this time. Really pulling your energy inwards, pulling your energy to yourself, refocusing your energy into you. Being tender, caring for yourself. And in that caring for yourself, just really being mindful of, is this something I'm ready to share with those around me? Have I fully sat with and processed and really felt what I'm moving through right now? And am I in a space to be open about that? Is what I actually need right now to be a little discerning and lovingly discerning and protective about what energies I'm letting in to my vulnerable space right now. There feels like a bit of tenderness. It's like there may be parts of you that are really feeling quite raw and vulnerable at this time. And your soul is asking for you to really lovingly be there for yourself. And in that process, just being mindful about who you're inviting into that space with you. Are you ready to invite someone into that space with you? And equally, would you like to see a professional that can support you in that space at this time? Really strong message around inner child healing, tending to open wounds, and finding ways to address self-love, self-forgiveness, and honoring, really honoring your internal world, your heart, your emotions, your deep feelings, and being there for you. I feel like this is something that is steeped in your family line, also your mother line, where potentially there's been patterns of self-sacrifice, putting other people's needs before your own or their own, believing that they need to be open and available at all times to others. There's this thread around self-care, self-nurture, self-love. And that is what your soul is asking for you to journey with at this time. And just really honoring yourself through practices like this, like drawing yourself a bath that is set with intention of nourishment and just so much like care. And like I always find hot baths are such a balm on my nervous system. It just regulates just something about it feels like I'm steeped in the womb of the of the universe. It just feels like I'm being so held. So really practicing a little bit of this, like creating beauty in your environment. How can you romance yourself a little bit? How can you create a loving environment for yourself, whether that is in your bedroom, in like practices such as this, researching inner child healing, looking at working with someone who can offer such support. Yeah, that's what it feels like. All right, pile number 1, that feels complete. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sending you so much love. You are so worthy of tending to your own inner well at this time. Take care. I'll talk soon. Bye. All right, pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. Your soul's journey at this time. What is your soul pilgrimage? So you were drawn to this image. Pile number 2. You have got wave of power. And it says a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. The moon, take note of intuitive messages. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. What's this? 6 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles. The 9 of Cups. Gratitude. And morning dew. Clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. So pile number 2, your soul's pilgrimage at this time. Where is your soul leading you? I'm hearing surrender, surrender, surrender. Yeah, it feels like this open expansiveness. There is a lot of energy moving through my body. I feel like your soul pilgrimage is around really activating. I can feel this massive activation in my lower chakras, my sexual energy, my sensual energy. There feels like this, and it's moving. Oh, like I can feel it moving through my body. It's moving like the Kundalini energy. It's moving through the base of my spine, and it's like coming up and through my throat, through my crown. I feel like your soul's pilgrimage at this time, pile number 2, is really bringing you into this beautiful connection with yourself like never before. I just feel this aligned communion happening from within. This is from really, I just feel like you have been putting in so much work. Like I'm getting really passionate about it. I feel like if no one has fucking told you, you are doing so well. Your soul is so proud of you. Like it just feels like you've worked so hard to be where you are at within yourself and within your soul's journey. You've climbed out of really, I feel quite emotional. I feel like you have been through many battles, pile number 2, many battles, and your soul is a warrior spirit. It's really resilient and transformative. It feels like an alchemist. Everything that you have come across, you have alchemized and transformed and blossomed and really like grown more and more into yourself. This is a time of harvest. Your soul is taking you into this process of really feeling your own power, like really experiencing just how far you have come, the power that you hold within. And I feel like you're coming into this harvest period where you're going to be I feel like I'm talking really loud. I'm just like, yeah, like I feel like that is the energy you're moving into. Like your soul is taking you on this journey of more. 9 of Cups, like this, everything just feels like it's opening up for you, pile number 2. You're not meant to see the full picture yet, but trust that you are being led and you are on path, and there is growth, and it may be subtle, but it's like all the work and all the investment you've made to this point is going to start being reflected back to you. I feel like you have actually become more like centered in gratitude for life. You've really started to fully practice seeing your life through the lens of gratitude and blessings. And because of this, it is reaping these rewards. It's like mirroring back this energy of like blessings and miracle frequency. There's this like comfortability and trust in yourself. There is this, I just feel this really strong connection to spirit and your soul. Like, look at the images on these cards, they're exactly the same. She is literally in the same position where it's like you're more trusting of yourself and life. You're leaning back, you're open-hearted, you're trusting yourself, you're seeing through the lens of gratitude and the word just dropped out, gratitude and optimism. And it's because of what you have moved through. So your soul is asking you to really trust your intuition at this time, to know that whatever movement is happening in your world is of service to you. You are so ready for what is about to enter your world. And it is going to be this experience of fulfillment. Like I can feel my heart is just like bursting open. I feel like it's going to feel really overwhelming for you because you have been such a warrior. You've been in that, on the front line, like fucking putting all the effort in and trying so hard and working tirelessly on yourself, on investing in yourself and making moves that feel true for you. And it's going to pay off. You're heading into this time period where you're just going to feel this like upsurge of blessings, and it's going to feel like I can feel myself like I need to take a breath. I'm like, oh my God, it's like, can I receive all of this? You are more than worthy for this. And so it's a time of reaping those rewards. Enjoy it, open to it, welcome it in. My dogs are going to go crazy in a minute. The postman's outside. There you go. But yeah, just trust this cycle. It's really beautiful. It's like, it's new, but it feels like it's new, but it's actually seeds that have been planted so long ago that it's like you've tirelessly watered your own garden, your own inner well, your own inner garden, and now it's blossoming. You wait. It feels so unexpected, and it feels like something that you are out of control. Like you can't control what is coming in, and all you can do is receive. So surrender and open to the blessings that are coming towards you. That is your soul pilgrimage. It's being receptive to receiving the blessings that are coming towards you from all the hard work that you've done. It's an acknowledgement and a gift and reward for really tying off karmic cycles, lessons, learnings. It's like you're evolving as a soul. You're stepping into a new evolution of your soul's contract here. And it feels like a completion phase that's opening into a rewards phase. Yeah. I'm excited for you, part number 2. All right, my darlings, thank you so much for joining me. Hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you again soon. Ciao. All right, part number 3. So if you were drawn to part number 3, your image is this one. The woman who is dancing naked in front of a fire. So let's see what messages come through for you. So part number 3, your soul's pilgrimage at this time. Farewell to the moon. Appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. High Priest, intend and create. The 7 of Cups. the Fool, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. You've got a lot of cards. The Masculine, Balance, and then we have the Reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendships. How beautiful these cards are. Okay. So, pile number 3, your soul's pilgrimage at this time. Where is your soul leading you? Like, what is your soul leading you through at this time? I feel like your soul is actually leading you away from this energy, the Ten of Swords, like this overthinking and sense of like betrayal and mistrust and it's like the old. It just feels like old karmic lessons and cycles. I feel like your soul is actually leading you to decision making, to making choices, to really listening to and honoring the cycles that have been. It's like you're closing out cycles, you're listening to what is now complete, and you're moving into a time period of choice and intention. I actually feel like I'm sitting in quite a masculine energy. It does feel like a more like driving, like I'm driven, I'm moving towards my goal, I'm taking action. It feels like your soul is really alive and it's awake, and you're being led towards your, I don't like the word mission, but it's like you're on a mission to be authentic to you. It's like you're on a mission. It's like you're taking that leap of faith. You're no longer sitting in this indecisive energy where you're ruminating and kind of just lapping through fearful thoughts or worries, or it's like you're not letting any of that shit hold you back anymore, and your soul is pushing you towards taking decisive action. It feels like you're completing that cycle of sitting in indecision, and you're moving towards a cycle of self-leadership, of really honoring your inner voice and what you want. Like it's like you're really listening to your desires. You're moving towards making decisions. That's what it feels like. It's like you're coming into balance again, and you're getting grounded and going, okay, what is it that I deeply desire to experience in this life? And you're going to move towards creating it. That's what it feels like. And it feels like that, how I'm speaking, I just feel this energy of like decision, decisiveness, assertiveness, drive. Like there's no doubt. It just feels like this is what I want. This is what I'm moving towards. And this is how I'm going to do it. And now I'm going to do it. And you're just going to start taking action. What's going to happen as you do this is I feel like the more that you move towards creating the life that you really desire and that feels authentic to you, is you're going to begin connecting. It's like this is where how your soul's leading you towards reunion with, you're having like reunion with your soul, but you're also going to be connecting with like-minded soul fam. Like you're going to come into connection with people that are also and equally living in their truth and their authenticity. It will be like time for you to cross paths and meet, because you're in alignment with your soul and you're living your soul's truth. You're going to start attracting and meeting those soul fam and soul kin that are ready to cross paths and reflect back to you the same thing equally. It's like, I'm also living my truth and living authentically to my soul. So there'll be opportunities of collaboration and networking. I do feel that this path that you're stepping into, that your soul's taking you into, is the path of reunion with a soul mate. You know, depending on how you identify, but it feels like meeting a partner that is going to become it's like two paths that are aligning, and you're going to start sharing the journey of life. There's going to be a lot of soul recognition, but it comes from you first. I feel like you're going to begin to see yourself through your, like, the eyes of your soul. You're going to start witnessing your own divinity. Yeah. And from that place, this is where everything's going to shift. I feel like you're shifting. It feels like this like turning point, or like I felt this movement when that happened. It was just like shifting into like truth and liberation, and it just feels like freedom, and it feels like it may shock some people. I feel like a lot of people you're going to be quite unrecognizable by the end of this pilgrimage, this soul journey, and where your soul's taking you. But you're going to feel free. And it's because you have liberated your soul. You've liberated yourself. You've opened into your truth and your authenticity. It's like any masks that you had still been wearing, any old identities that you had been sitting in are dissolving, and you are embodying the purest form of your soul. You're coming into a phase of we're constantly evolving, but I feel like this is a maturation of your soul's evolution. And this next sort of like cycle that you're stepping into, that you're evolving into, is a very evolved and mature expression of your soul, which feels like a completion of less. It's like that it almost feels like everything that's led you to this point has grown you into your fullest expression. Of course, you're going to continue to grow and learn, but I feel like at a baseline, this is your really firm foundation of true authenticity and soul evolution. It's like, I don't know if I'm explaining this properly, but what it feels like to me is you're hitting a level within your evolution that is so potent that there will never be, it kind of supersedes you're hitting like a bonus level kind of thing. If I think about it like a game or like a video game, it's like you've just busted into like the fucking ultimate level. That's what it feels like. It's like you've just come into like mastery of all previous levels, and I feel like you won't go back from that point. It's like you're sitting in a mastery point where you'll continue to grow and learn and evolve, but at a baseline, it's like your soul's wisdom is actually now coming online in a fuller way. Yeah. And I feel cool to look at this image again. I feel like this is like the flames of transmutation of the old. I feel like this is your soul just feeling liberated and wild and free. It's like you're becoming so like nude in your soul's expression. And it feels passionate, it feels alive, and it feels like this really big, it's actually quite a substantial transformation that you're moving through, part number 3. A reawakening and a rewilding. And there's no going back. It's like this is like I said, the bonus level. Like once you hit it, there's no going back, which is what I think is going to surprise and shock a lot of people, because it's going to be such a, like that shift of like boom, and you're just going to be so focused and so true to yourself, and so you, like, so your soul. There's no going back, and people will adjust. Like I feel like there's going to be, hey baby, this is Bo. You're going to be so loyal to your soul, and there will be other people that come along, your soul fam, that will then reflect this loyalty to you. It's like this shared journey. And why I say loyalty is because Bo came on, and I really see dogs as being so loyal, and just they're loyal companions. And that's also what you're moving into, part number 3, is having loyal companions by your side. All right, that feels complete. Sending you all my love. Hit like, subscribe if you like my vibe, and I'll talk to you again soon. Ciao.